Hello there and welcome back to the Ottomans. We're currently at war with England, Portugal, Venice and Munster due to the fact that I took advantage of the England-Portuguese alliance to attack Portugal. And the goal is of course to take Porto, Bragança and Beira from them and potentially vassalize them if we can pull that off in possibly the next two wars. Other than that, we'll probably use France here as a entry point into the English provinces here, and probably go for a white peace. I think that is a fairly alright plan to some degree. So we're just going to get that done more or less right away. We also have the issue that there is currently a coalition up and running. A very annoying one at that. And hopefully we can bypass that one sooner or later, but it seems like that won't be the case. The coalition is of course Portugal, Castille, Aragon and among others, Venice and Poland. So I'll have to deal with that later. But right now, we're just going to ignore them because, as I said, I don't have a good way of sorting the current issue out. So there you have it. We are going to try and, again, see if we can siege the English provinces in, well, the area. If I can pull it off or not, that's another story entirely. But I will try and siege a couple of provinces and hopefully that'll be enough to get a white peace or something like that. We'll see how it goes. Military tax 70 has been reached, military tax plus 0.25, infantry fire by 0.10, artillery fire by whole point, and with the large cast bronze mortar and hoofneezers, we can now actually start using artillery. That is actually going to be quite important, I think. We are ahead of everyone in military tax, so we could potentially use this to our advantage, but we'll have to see how how well we actually do. The goal, of course, will be to dismantle France quickly, take down England, Scotland, and everything here, and to some degree Scandinavia too. Just conquer the lands that can potentially colonize, and if we do that, we should be set. But so far, we've taken two of the Portuguese provinces, so things are looking good on this end. As you can see, we have sieged the Portuguese provinces, but now they will actually accept. Right before now, they wouldn't accept the deal, and that was just, well, a bit of a war score difference, but we'll be going for this. As you can see here, this is going to be quite expensive in terms of overextension and also aggressive expansion. So potentially, here, this could lead into a even bigger coalition that will, of course, be annoying to deal with no matter how we look at it. But at least now, in the next war, Portugal can be peacefully or brutally vassalized. No idea why I keep saying peacefully, because that's not really the case now, is it? They are most likely going to be brutally vassalized. When it comes to England, we really just need a little bit more war score, and then everything will, well, solve itself to some degree. But it should again be something that can solve itself. I just need to get a little bit more sieging going, and hopefully have Castille here give up their war with England, so I can actually siege Laborde. That would definitely be helpful. And also now we have a very big, annoying English navy that is currently causing me even more pain and trouble. But we'll allow things to just continue as they are. I might have to go for the armies that are currently my apologies. The armies are currently in Ottoman lands, but I don't really have the armies there to deal with that, so we'll have to consider as we go. But again here, I will be just aiming for a white peace, or even conceding defeat if I can. So we'll see if I can get that done soon, because I will attempt to fabricate or justify a trade war against Brittany, which will most likely drag in Castille. We'll see if I can pull that off or not. Well, this is scary. France just entered into a military coalition against us. This is kind of the thing that I wanted to avoid. France in coalition is definitely a scary, scary thing. That could definitely be... I might become a target here of a coalition war, which would definitely be a, well, very bad event or experience no matter how you look at it. Attacking Brittany might even put Castille in charge as war leader, and with their alliance with France, that could make things a little bit dicey. But we'll see here if we can make something work. We are still sieging the English lands. That's because I can't really get home due to the English fleet and, well, the National fleet, all those things. But hopefully I can get a white piece or something working. If I can just siege the... yeah, they actually quit the war here. So if I can just get Laborde siege, I'm pretty damn sure I can get that white piece going. So that will be the goal. Worst case scenario, I'll actually have to send someone to... my apologies. I might actually have to send someone to England to force forth a peace. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. For now, however, we'll just continue the sieges and then we'll see what we end up at. And right now, I don't really want to take any of these, I think. We'll have to see. We'll just sit by for the time being and see what we end up at. As you can see, the English will accept the, well, me just conceding defeat and will go for that. I have no interest whatsoever in prolonging this war because it's more or less over in far, or as far as I am concerned. And with this, we can allow ourselves now to join up the new trade fleet that will hopefully be able to deal with the issue of getting that trade deals so to speak. The French took back their military access deal, and that is kind of bad. I'm pretty sure they're actually planning an attack right now. With the current coalition, they could actually pose a real problem here. Burgundy, rest of Burgundy went to Austria. Well, not the best, but at least they had to fight for a while to actually make that work. So that's at least a positive for me. And in this case, I think we'll actually go ahead and upgrade admin tech. With that, we're going to increase production efficiency by 10%. I can now build a farm estate. 3-field rotation. I'm also a little bit unsure if I should take an idea or if I should just take the tech. I think I need to upgrade my tech, especially if I want to colonize later. So we'll start catching up a little bit in diplomacy tech. Diplomatic tech 4, marketplace and dock. With that, we're going to increase in trade range by 10. Can now build a dock and a marketplace, which both are pretty useful, I guess. We're going to go ahead here and go for Bordeaux. We need some trade power there to justify a trade conflict, and that shouldn't really be an issue. While we do that, we'll deal with the rebels here. The Portuguese provinces have already been caught, so that's not a issue at all. And once we actually end up in a secondary war here with England, we might actually end up having some of their troops to some degree hostage, depending on how things go. My treasury is also suffering quite a bit here from, I think, too many mercenaries. So we might want to cut back on the amount of mercenaries we have. Let's see here, by 15. Yeah, we can probably also go ahead and annex both Bosnia and also Serbia here if they can go as planned. We'll have to wait a little bit longer, but we'll most likely get both. So, I have no idea if I can actually justify a trade conflict right now. We'll wait until the guy in Portugal is done and then we'll try and do it. We'll see how it goes. This is a little bit annoying. As you can see here, the trade tip is conflict. It says that I needed 10% total power in that province. They had, well, trade power in. Brittany doesn't have that much trade power in any province, so my plan fell flat on its back. We might just have to go for a, well, war here without a casus belli, which will lead to quite a lot of aggressive expansion with more or less everyone. So that is most likely a horrible idea, but it's the only idea I have. So I'll have to see if I can get another, well, a casus belli on them in another manner. It's doubtful, but I might be able to do it through another war that is against the English. It is doubtful though. Wow, or potentially we might just go for my original plan. Which is going to be horrible no matter how you look at it. Most likely France is going to join into this next war, but I kind of need to block off the northern coast. I don't have to worry about Castille. Take Portugal as vassal, then I don't have to worry about them. Then start dealing with England. And England is going to be a very annoying nut to crack, apparently, how things are looking right now. So I'll have to consider this as we go. I should also start considering or attempting to get myself north ASAP. But I kind of am missing a little bit of a view, so to speak. I'm a little bit unsure how to go from here, but I'll probably figure something out. Looking at the ledgers, having France with approximately 90,000 versus me with approximately 77. but or 87. But I do still have quite a large mercenary army, so I'm still a little bit unsure how to tackle this. If I go after Brittany and France or anything, then I am screwed. But it seems actually to be the best choice right now. I don't seem to have any better ones, to be perfectly honest. And as such, we kind of get into an awkward spot. And that awkward spot lies in, do I want to attack Brittany without Casus Belli to drag the Castilians into this war? I think I kind of want to do, but I'm also pretty sure that Castile will become war leader. And Castile as war leader means France. France means hell. Literally hell on earth. And they don't really have a problem of getting to me. So I think we're going to have to wait here and see if we can figure out a better way of doing things. What we'll probably do instead is get Serbia on the, well, our next list. But I also want to wait until Bosnia is there too, so we're just going to wait. We should probably start, rather than that, focus on getting ourselves north in Crimea. Or potentially going after some of the smaller miners up here. That could also be a plan. Take out Tyrone, for instance, or really any of these, and then just start fabricating claims all in every single direction. That could be a way of doing things. Truce now that is running with England could also allow me to attack Munster without any worries. But again, I kind of want to take out, or make sure I take out Portugal before then. So what we're going to do here, I think, is fabricate a claim on Gascon. Next time we're fighting England, we'll probably go for taking these two provinces. And also, we'll probably try and get ourselves in war with Castile. But I do want to make sure that I vassalize Portugal before that. So we're going to play it safe. We are going to wait until the truce with England runs out, which is in 81. And then we're going to declare war on England again. Hopefully this time I will be able to handle the allies, which is Venice and Munster. When it shouldn't be an issue if I actually focus on defending my own lands. But the goal, of course, will be to just take the Portuguese islands, colonies, and I think we'll go for straight out vassalization. They'll hate me for quite a long time. They'll also colonize a bunch of land during that time, but I'm pretty sure I can annex them down the line. That is kind of what I'm hoping for here. So that is my plan. If it will work or not is another story entirely, but I can always try and pull it off. We'll see how it goes. Well, I spoke a little bit too early here. We have a new Sultan. Ahmed I will now rule 232, not the best. We have a better heir though, 433, can't complain about that. Let's see, how old is... Ahmed is 31, Mahmud is 8, so I need him to live for 7 more years. That's really about it. Once those 7 years passes, he can, well, go and die for all I care, to be perfectly honest, and that is basically what we'll do here, or the way we'll see things. We'll boost our, well, stability back to 0. Because I don't really like to have it lower. It kind of makes me feel in a risky zone. So we'll try and keep it high. Again, I don't know how to deal with this. I should probably have aimed at fighting the war with England, taking Maine, for instance, or even Normandy. Released Normandy, for instance. That could have been an idea. Just fabricate a claim, leave, and use that to my advantage. But again, I think I still will become war leader no matter what I do. So I kind of want to play it a little bit careful, but I have no idea what to do right now. Honestly, I'm stuck. So the best plan is probably to move north, but I have no good route to go north right now. I will have most likely have to go through Crimea, which is allied with Akokonliu and Nogai. Akokonliu would mean that I can actually just go ahead and annex these guys. I can probably just set that up. So we're going to actually fabricate a claim on Kuban, and we're most likely just going to conquer our way upwards to basically take these 4 provinces without a casus belli, and get ourselves up to the Muscovy border so we can deal with them once the time comes. That shouldn't actually be a issue at all, but the war will most likely take a lot longer time than I would prefer. So we are going to deal with Portugal first. They are the most pressing concern right now, and then we'll go for Castile. Most likely through a war with Brittany. If I have to, I'll have to fight France. But I'll try to avoid that, or go into a pony war of some kind to just get then just peace out for, I don't know, scraps. We'll have to see. It's a lot of ifs here. So we'll continue next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll be able to solve this situation next time. Bye.